Kyle! I said Kyle, and I see on the fucking message, it said like Carl, right? Hang on, let me see here. Yeah, it said Carl! Oh, fuck, that was funny. Alright, so we should be good now on the stream again. I don't know if anyone's gonna realize we switched over to like another stream, but like, yeah, we should be good now.
Yeah, Devil told me a revelation that I was quite surprised about last night.
We are on stream, so, you know, up to your decision if you want to keep going with that line of thought.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
The character stats wiki is fully backing 9D Dante, which surprised the crap out of me.
I think, really? Is it because they have looser, like, reasons for evidence, or?
Nope, it's because Devil was summoned.
That, and they're finally under the assumption that since it states ninth dimensional form, that's what that means. It is a ninth dimensional form.
Well, I hate to be this guy here, but unless your name was, unfortunately, unless, you know, you're kind of like, have Neo's standards, most people would just tell you that's 9D. Because it literally says a fundamental ninth dimensional form. Hello, T-Tech. I don't know what happened. I think my internet just fritzed out a little bit. If I had to make a guess, it was probably killing itself for Kyle's bullshit, but beyond that, my brother might have been downloading something. Maybe. Either one's equally valid and likely.
Yeah, we got 2 more videos confirming the statement about the priest and the book of Souls.
So it's almost like all the scans we have from the game are all legit. Huh? What could have guessed?
Yeah, but because some people are salty as fuck, we need to fucking gather each and every one of them.
In fairness, I will say I don't mind.
No, there is no fairness. We don't have a poisoned well.
I don't mind people holding us.
And we literally got another scan just the other night of somebody making up bullshit again.
Kyle, let me finish, please.
I didn't say what series. I'm just saying that we've done bullshit again.
Would that series have anything to do with the one we are currently watching right now?
A little bit, yeah.
No. Is it?
OMG, guys, Saitama Solo's fiction because he can move portals. Oh, he can move portals? No, that's pretty cool.
Move portals. That'd work.
Anyway,
Wouldn't that just be space manipulation?
Depends on the portal.
I mean, that's still pretty cool.
I mean, like, having powers is just nice in general. Anyways, where was I?
Actually, that is correct. Having any power that's just not, I hit really hard is good.
Apparently, those portals are called hyperspace. Oh, no.
Oh. You can argue that's uni. You can argue that's uni plus.
No, they're gonna argue it's like 11D based off Marvel's term of hyperspace. Let me tell you right now, we have entered the 1D, the 1A, like 1A Saitama meta. Anyways,
Isn't a hyperspace just like a space that has time in it?
let me look up what the actual definition is. Hyperspace is a concept of science fiction relating to higher dimensions as well as parallel universes and faster light method of interstellar travel. So honestly, it's a nothing statement unless it's specified.
Reyes, is the wall too tall, buddy? I think the wall is too tall.
It could be a mistranslation. It could be. portals are just fancy hyper jumps. I always thought fold space was a cool concept. I mean, it depends on the application of it. Even if it's a nothing statement, you know, sometimes fanboys are gonna wank it. Yeah.
My father was buried with a valuable family heirloom. It is yours.
Let's see how it goes. Tie and Fall was the best implementation. Oh, Devil, you figure it out?
Yeah, it was all a matter of perspective.
That's what she said. Never played Tie and Fall. Are you gonna try and get to the actual top of the mountain for this stream, or are you just gonna keep going through side missions and stuff for now?
I will go to the mountain. It's actually really easy. We just go down here, make the left. Is that right? Can't tell.
Atreus, here.
And we just walk on through.
It was the best FPS for deathmatch. Let me see. Kyle, why do you always play that game? Like, haven't you already been in it before?
Have you can beat games more than once.
I know, but you, like, how many times have you replayed that game?
This is my second time.
Alright, fair enough. I'll let you play The Witcher 2.
Because that's Xbox exclusive.
Maybe I can fly.
Are you serious?
And The Witcher 1 can only be bought on computer.
Look,
Are you serious?
don't be mad. But I've seen those blades of yours before.
So even God's would stay on the pad?
When I was hiding.
That's all.
Is that what
You can't play games for fun anymore? No, you can. It's just that, like, I see him playing The Witcher all the time, and I'm like, haven't you already played that game? I mean, you talk about the fucking book series all the time.
hear that story?
No problem,
Birds'
yeah.
days are dead. To relive them is needless.
Kyle, I think, is the only person I've ever met who actually read the books and played the Witcher games.
Understand.
I'll take your word for it.
I stand above all you other peons. Yeah, when you get a chance.
Okay, Newhan, are you gonna add glowing effects and like other like effects later or no? Cause I was gonna say for those, that one's good. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice so far. Oh, sorry, Kyle, were you gonna say something? Kyle?
No.
I'm sorry, you can send me something about an illustration. I have to get back to the boy right away. Yes, I was just showing you how we're going so far. Alright.
I'm gonna tell someone about I'd like to see the look on his face.
Yeah, so
No.
playing with her.
I may have kept your secret too long, but now you will keep our secret. Can you read it?
Alright, yeah.
Sir,
Sounds good looking so far. Yeah, the sword's definitely gonna have some like special effects and stuff, but for the most part it's looking really solid so far.
it says most
Um
the fire realm is the gauntlet of the sewer share.
actually, would it be possible to add some degree of like damage on the guy in white? Like maybe like a slice on his arm or something, or like
of danger.
his leg, if
We should
possible.
go see sometime.
Our young god knows no fear.
I told you. We should come back with the cipher.
If there's no galaxy level feats, then Universal Saitama is out of the picture. From what I heard, Garu's already galaxy
I
level,
still
right?
can't read these.
That's what I've been told.
Oh, but Saitama said that he's going with full power since him and Garu are at Jupiter, and the first thing he does is destroy Io, one of Jupiter's moons. Wait, are you telling me a full power Saitama only destroyed, like, Jupiter's moon? How do we determine true universal level? Usually we just get told that they destroyed a universe, or they
Why should
destroyed
we
a
hide who we are?
universe.
Secrets are Odin's way. Shouldn't we be
Or they're threatening it or something like that.
Tyr kept secrets too, for good reasons.
That one could
Protect people.
very much depend on context.
Yes.
That doesn't mean you should lie to your friends or your family.
I'm sure Sindri would understand and do the same, lad. Don't fret.
Anyways, how do we full power Saitama is like star level, low ball to galaxy level, high ball. He also pushed away star and possibly galaxies.
So, lad, excited to finally see the land of the giants?
Yeah, but also sad the journey's almost over. Oh, what if we get to Jotunheim and there aren't any giants there either?
Makes little difference to us.
But Virgil doesn't destroy universe, but he's universal level.
Important.
Well, because he's scared of the people who
Don't go anywhere. Be with you in 2 shakes.
Father, can I tell him?
No.
Tell me what? Did you
What?
put this wheel in your mouth? Oh God, I'll vomit.
So Virgil scales to people who destroyed universes and shit.
A family matter.
Multiverses.
Well, yeah, the point is that he scales to people who did do shit. Unrestricted Gandalf versus Sephiroth stats equalized.
Let me guess. Your brother isn't as talented as you,
Hang on.
and his work is junk.
Those things are accurate. Your point?
It's all you ever talk about, over and over. Do something about it or shut up already.
I see.
Yeah, we're sick of hearing about
What the fuck?
Will Crow.
I love the fact that like he has thunder powers and Kratos is just like, nah.
All right.
Let's
That hurt a little. Let's have a look at your gear then.
But do these demons their ability scale to take a universal ending attack? Yeah, because Mundus would be attacking with his full power. So they would scale. Sephiroth wins if he's connected to a live stream versus Gandalf? I'm not sure about that. I think Gandalf scales pretty high.
Can't guarantee you'll like my work today.
Sephiroth.
Versions?
Unrestricted Gandalf versus Sephiroth. But would Mundus be able to tank that kind of attack? Yeah. Because, like, he can output it. Also, because he scales to people who can fight him. Also, he can create people who can do shit like that. Keep in mind that Sparta's more powerful than Mundus. Being able to tank Mundus' like Sparta enhanced Dante's attacks would already put him on that level. And he does tank those attacks pretty consistently. Output doesn't equal durability. It's case by case.
If you can produce something, you should be able to take it, unless shown.
You have to prove. So, the way power scaling works is, unless you have evidence to the contrary, you have to assume that's how it works. The fact he never apologized for what he said after is fucking dumb. Because at the end of the day, so while Trace is a little shit, he's not wrong. That's the thing about it. It's like, yes, Atreus is a fuck, like fuck him on this one. Well, yeah, I mean, like, there are reasons it scales in DMC more, but I'm just explaining. Hang on, let me mute the game real quickly. I'm explaining in a general sense, you don't make that argument unless you have a reason, unless you have an actual reason or evidence otherwise. Example would be like this. If you have a character who fights, let's say, I don't know, let's say a character who can fire an energy ball that blows up a planet, and this character can get hit by someone who he says is just as powerful as he is. Well, okay, there you go, easy scaling. But let's say this character fires an energy ball, destroys it, let's say Dragon Ball Z, destroys the fucking planet, their body gets coated with their energy and it allows them to fight. You would not assume they don't scale. The only times where you would assume it doesn't scale directly are when, let's say if I had the ability to destroy anything by snapping my fingers. It has nothing to do with my physical ability. I just have the unique ability to blow something up by snapping my fingers, regardless of size. That's when you don't scale it to my durability. When it's like something like JoJo's, for example, I think is a good comparison point. That's when it doesn't scale durability. But you have to, like, have evidence or reasons for that to be the case. You don't just, like, assume or argue that might not be the case. It's kind of, I'm going to call it what I believe the term is called. I could be wrong. but it's like a good fate. It's a good fate interpretation. You're not supposed to assume like the worst possible case scenario of something unless you have reason to believe it. Sephiroth has all knowledge in Gaia, all the abilities, all the magic, all the bullshit in Final Fantasy VII if you connect it to a live stream. Yeah, but Lord of the Rings is pretty stupid when it comes to fucking power scaling. Oh, Kyle, you're the resident Lord of the Rings guy here for the most part. Well, besides Ryan. You. Where does Gandalf scale to?
Or using grey, white, or cosmic.
He said unrestrained, so I guess either white or cosmic.
White should be at least country, maybe continent level. With cosmic, depending on how you want to argue, because all of the Maya helped build the universe, you could argue multi-galaxy, if not universal.
Alright, never mind. I guess Sephiroth does win then. Actually, wait, does he have any good hacks that could beat Sephiroth?
Not that I know of, no.
Alright, never mind. I thought Gandalf would scale higher, but never mind. I guess he's let me down, just like he let down the Fellowship.
No.
Why not? We're almost there. You know I can handle it.
Can you? After the way you spoke of her, I question that.
What? That she wasn't a god?
She was better than a god, and you shall not dishonor her.
Fine. Hear her yourself.
Can I just say Kyle makes the streams more fun? Wow. Wow. I guess I'll be standing over here as chopped liver.
Damn.
Good, know your place.
Wow. Must be nice. But we never seen Sparta, only heard about him in Legend, but Dante Virgil surpassed him before 4, so how is anything ever a threat for more than 5 seconds in DMC lore if they're universal?
Okay, so that depends on how you want to take 5, because technically because of 5, that's no longer true.
Okay, so first off, Jay, you're assuming their opponents don't scale to their tier or aren't also universal. Most of them are. On top of that, that's how most stories work in general. Most people are just get progressively stronger, but don't technically show stuff. Wondering, can Kratos just brute force those rune doors? Maybe not. Some of the magic in this fucking game technically, like, fucking fucks with it. Also, we don't need to see Sparta. He fought Mundus. And technically, like, what nickname will Luffy use for Goku, Ichigo, and Naruto? I do not know. I do not have enough confidence in One Piece's, like, to, like, fucking say, like, what his, like, nicknames will be for sure. Doesn't he have nicknames for Goku and Toriko's crossover?
I haven't seen the crossover. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I'm curious about that. You're gonna tell me anything in the anime scales to Dante? No, but that's not the only case here. And nothing in the anime was a threat to Dante except for Abigail. Well, granted... Well, actually, no. Nothing in the anime was really a threat to Dante except for Abigail. He easily beat the apprentices, no diff. And I think the only person who might have fucked with him was, like, the acid demon. But I think that was... I don't even think that was actually a threat to him. I think he just avoided that to not get burned.
When it comes to Abigail, Abigail already has, like, statements scaling him to a prime Mundus.
Like, that's the thing is, like... So not everyone Dante fights scales there, but not only Argosax died to Ebony. Okay, Jay, first off, Argosax literally died to an energy-charged blast from Dante, being a little fallacious there, don't you think? This isn't a case of how, like, this isn't a case of how, like, not Arius. Like, no, let's look at Arius. Arius got shot after an unknown amount fight with Dante. Argosax died to a charge shot. Like, 100% fallacious there.
Also, I bet you're not aware of the Trinity... What is it? The Trinity of Fate skin that shows that, like, Dante had to go into margin form to even keep up.
Well, I mean, like, let's take this one step at a time. Like, hang on a minute. It's one thing to question the powers. It's another thing to, like, kind of, like, I mean, come on. We literally see him charge up a blue energy blast before he hits him. Like, that seems... DT, no. Nothing, just charge shot. Well, that's not true. According to Trinity of Fates, Dante used Majin form to beat Argosax. But even then, base Dante would already scale to Uni plus levels of power and shit. In base, he can already fight Demon King level opponents. Have you read the DMC2 novel by any chance?
Have you read any of the novels by chance?
Well, not hang on a minute. Let's hang on. Like again, like if you have issues with the scaling of power, that's fine. Most people who talk about DMC have the same belief system. They only skimmed for feats. Okay, then why are we having this discussion? Dante in base literally beats a Mundus who's stronger than Void Mundus, or Void Mundus is stronger than base Mundus. Like, Despair Body is completely different from Argosax. I mean, like, the point of the matter is that the Demon King Dante fights at the end of 2 can fight Dante and shit. Like, also, if you're having trouble with, like, the destructive capacity, we do have a statement from the DMC1 novel that demonic power is highly focused. It is from the DMC1 novel, right, Kyle?
I believe so, but also DC and AP are not like correlative with each other.
One's might be destroyed at some point. Okay, CJ, that's why I brought up the DMC1 novel statement. In the DMC1 novel, it states that Dante can focus his demonic power into a precise point. It's why nothing gets blown up, you know, most of the time when he's just doing random shit.
So, another thing to say as well in fiction, a lot of the time, a lot of verses are AP verses. They're not DC verses like, say, Dragon Ball.
Even then, Dragon Ball's not even a real DC verse. If it was, fucking the Earth would have been destroyed in every single fight they have. I'll turn up the volume when like we're kind of done with the conversation. There's no reason we need to hear Devil's entire fucking like battle against the fucking Lambert right now. But the output is still the output. Well, first off, this is fiction. Unfortunately, it doesn't have to work one-to-one with reality. But secondly, demonic power, again, technically, like, circumvents that.
Yep.
Like, we're talking about a magical source of energy that can do whatever the fuck it wants. Hang on. Let me see if I can't find the exact statement for you.
This is also like something where, when it comes to Devil May Cry, you have to read every little bit of lore there is to get anywhere in the power scaling.
God, I have to
Because from one of the items that we have called the Samsara, we know that the demon world has multiple time spaces in it, so being able to destroy it already grants you like a multiversal feat.
Again, so just to be clear, you can do your fiction however you want. It's just that, like, again, this is where it comes down to, like, a sort of, like, good faith situation. Because not every writer is going to be aware of what the fuck they're doing. So you don't blame, like, the writing story for not directly showing you everything that it would do. Did you know that if you were to move faster and light in the Earth's atmosphere, you would, like, fucking blow up the Earth, essentially, in massive, like, fire explosion? No, Jay, you can do that. Jay, like, this is your character. There's no reason you can't do that. Like, if you want that, you can have that to explain it away. Most people would probably prefer you do something like that, honestly, when it comes to power scaling. See, I mean, crossover. Dark Lord, let me see. Is One Piece canon to anime or not? I don't know if the crossover is canon at all. Sparta disciples have 1,000 years experience honing their swordsmanship, and Dante feeds them with self-taught swordsmanship BS. I mean, there's also the fact that Dante, like, scales way above them. No, like, that's kind of the point I'm trying to make is, like, if you want to have an explanation for why it works that way, that's fine. But technically, that's, like, DMC, like, not every fiction does that. Again, as fucked as it sounds, like, even Dragon Ball, the series, fucking, I keep him the lore though. Just say he can't focus his power like into a specific point or something. Like demons explode shit all the time. Just say like maybe that he can't like focus his power directly or something. I mean, it does sap his life force. A disregarded thought of Virgil's nightmare. If it's the same with the original, with the right amount of demonic energy can destroy a demon world of memory. Well, I mean, Nightmare should scale to a nightmare that can destroy the demon world. Like, the whole point of the Visions of V statement is just to specify how powerful Nightmare is.
It even shows that he is now no longer bound by the chains that held him
Yeah, so
back in 1.
this would still be a stronger version of Nightmare than the one in 1, which, according to the Japanese, could already destroy a demon world. Hang on. Now let's make it if we have it. Have his power like Tomboy? Yeah, you can work like that. I mean, technically, like, demonic power just reacts to whatever you want it to do. Like, it's technically it's self-actualizing. So you can, tomorrow is Friday. No, today is Friday. Yeah, I go to work today. I have to keep that in mind. So, like, yeah, you can just do it like that. Did One Piece have 2 crossover Toriko? I think it should have 1.
All along that we are gods. I come up with this story about Odin trying to follow us to Jotunheim before we get there. Isn't it a lot simpler if they want us dead because we're gods? And they think we're a threat?
I suppose we can't rule it out. But Odin's ways are subtle and his purposes are...
Enough about Odin and his whole stupid family.
Apparently, they do have 2 crossovers. Can I just point out for a minute that, like, it goes from him being a little, like, bitch to, like, just straight up, like, being ridiculous when it comes to any advice he's given whatsoever. I mean, like...
Don't you like forced confrontation?
Kyle, Suna versus Ichigo equal stats. Who you got?
I'd probably give that to Ichigo because from what we know, Ichigo potentially has universal like scaling. Suna does not. From what I've been able to gather, the best you can put Suna at is like multi-con to planet level.
I don't want to marry
Also, like Bleach, absolutely like logs in terms of speed.
He's saying equal stats.
Equal stats? I'd still probably give it to Ichigo.
I suppose that's Odin's doing too. Nice try. You and Mother always said all gods were evil. But we're not. Tyr wasn't. Freya neither. The Aesir gods, that's who's evil. And you know what? Odin's right. We are a threat.
This boy.
We know what they are and we know
This
what we
boy.
Well, not all of them. Not yet.
Magni-
Does it remind you of anyone?
Well, not even. Kratos was never this bad.
This fight.
And Kratos was justified for the most part. How powerful is Song Jin Woo from Solo Leveling? Never watched it. Oh, I thought this happened after the fact.
Thor, blame me. Me,
Does that mean he technically scales to Thor?
Magni. My own father called me a coward.
What do you mean?
I mean, he survived the beating.
Looks like he did more than that. Prove it. Or we'll pick up where he left off.
Nah, Thor beat the shit out of him.
Yes, 4 is knife to the neck level.
He was beaten. Not worth killing.
Also, Reborn does have some universal scaling.
Said about Mother.
I said no.
But we're gods.
If you want to take that Big Bang statement, that would be a massive outlier, but sure, I guess.
That's what I said to your mother right before I gave it to her.
much better knife than Mother's.
You killed against my wishes.
My OC had wanted to be an OP and killable prick. I want people to see what he can do and know Lauren thinks he's likable.
Teaching me to kill?
I've been teaching you to survive.
Don't I think Thor was trying to kill him? He wasn't.
We are gods, boy.
This section God War 4 has bad writing.
That makes us a target. From now until the end of days, you are marked.
It's rushed.
So I teach you to kill, yes. But in defense of
Oh
yourself,
yeah, Zim, try and convince Del to not do like the highest difficulty run for Ragnarok.
I'll be sure to try my best.
there are consequences to killing a god.
Trying to convince what?
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
What are we trying to convince?
He's saying don't start the next game on the hardest difficulty.
Oh, that's up to chat.
No, don't.
Yep.
Can we leave it up to the chat what difficulty we go through Resident Evil 6 on Zim?
No.
Yes, do it.
Shut it, you. Whatever. Fuck me. I would beat the. If I was in Kratos' shoes in God of War, let's just say Atreus would have gotten a few, smacks. Adam from Record of Ragnarok versus 666 Satan from God of High School.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna give that to Adam. He scales higher, and his copy ability basically makes like Satan's ability like worthless. Satan can also copy, but what the fuck's he gonna copy? Because the God of High School hasn't been shown that they can perceive stuff and stop time. So the fist that transcends time will pretty much like win that.
A few smacks, I will beat the shit out of him. You can't beat the shit out of a child, guys. Come on.
You can.
Devil, did you just say, but you can't do a god?
That's a god.
Oh, wow. Satan from Bastard versus Zeus from Record of Ragnarok.
Baldur cannot be far.
Good. I have a few words for him too.
It's been like a real fat minute since I've actually like seen what Satan could do, so not quite sure. If I remember correctly, he should have like a universal feat. Well, that also depends, because like I was reminded of something quite recently that potentially Bastard has like higher dimensional arguments. Because each of the angels, the stronger the classes go, they all reside in different higher dimensions.
Wow. Kratos, you're Spartan bred warrior. Teach Atreus how to grapple. Oh, that's right. How could I forget? Kratos is a Spartan. Yeah, just, sit Atreus down and show him some of that Spartan childhood you got.
Stop acting like a father and start acting more like a general.
Dude, I love all the memes that sprouted showing like the flashbacks to Kratos killing all the gods.
Struck down by the gods.
How can Kratos stand hearing like the gods be taught like the word god every 5 seconds without fucking strangling the kid? Bruh.
Oh yeah, this room. We need a new way up.
Maybe you should fly us there, almighty one.
What happened to your wings?
For Kratos trained for the Valkyries.
Atreus, shut the fuck up before I let them fucking kids have your fucking ass. Well, Devil, congratulations. You have now hit Death 300.
Nice. Let's go for 5.
Boy has no meat on those bones. This is what happens when you inflate his damn ego, Kratos. Kratos didn't inflate his ego. He just like outright told him what he was. I don't think this is fair to call it ego inflation. He literally just told him, "Hey, you're a god."
Oh yeah, this room. We need a new way up.
Look, man, all I'm saying... Look, all I'm gonna say is that Atreus is talking a lot of shit for somebody in belt smacking distance. Zeus and Hades, Record of Ragnarok versus Lucifer and Michael, Supernatural.
I think I'm gonna give that to Zeus and Hades. They're actually faster and stronger, AP wise.
If this is on Sparta, Atreus' sick ass is gonna be tossed off a cliff as a child or a baby. If someone told you that you're a god's in, would that not inflate your ego?
Thought you didn't like my tone.
That depends on.
No, my question would be, why am I plagued with such a shit life then?
I was gonna say that depends what am I in charge of, because depending on what I'm in charge of, I'm gonna have a lot of complaints from a few certain people. Isn't the boy almost completely a god since Yoin are technically gods? I don't think giants are gods. I think they are considered something. Devil, for fuck's sake, why are you doing... Wait, does the chisel move? Does it not stay in the same spot?
Somewhat. But I've also got stick drift a little bit.
That's the,
Oh, that's in 3.
that's the stupidest animation. The god of power scaling? Shit, I almost said that. Giants are closer to Titans. Atreus went one asking some ass beam for himself. Listen, all I'm saying is that I think if Kratos saw one of those guys just grab Atreus and start fucking wailing on him, I don't think Kratos would stop him. There it is, there it is. Go up, up center right. You're losing it.
As far as I can go.
No, I know. Go to the center of the thing and then go a little bit to the right. It's in that area. There. Somewhere there. It's like, I think it's a right triangle. There was no CPS in these times. Kratos, one of the most powerful beings of his verse, can't jam a fucking rock in a door. Wow, it's right fucking next to it. Are you serious? Devil, no! Devil, no! Okay, good. The Asgard are Yoin, our descendants, being, I think, don't hold me to that. I mean, technically they all descended from the first guy, right? Whatever the fuck his name was.
Ymir?
Thank you, Ymir. Some interpretation of Norse giant is hideous and has foul scent. I see. We should count those misses as deaths. Don't worry, we won't need to. Well, I don't know. You really needed the light to pick that up, huh?
Yep.
You know there's no way up this way, right?
Man, dude, can you just throw that fucking axe at his face? I mean, he's a god. He'll technically survive that, right? Technically.
Yeah.
Devil, I don't need to find them if I hit every spot. Listen, just double loop the blades of chaos to make like the chains a belt and just go to town on him.
Okay.
Give him a triple loop. I don't know if you guys ever got hit with the belt, but there was getting hit with the belt, and then there was the looped belt.
Nah, just imagine the buckle.
Oh, fuck the buckle, man. Fuck the buckle. My dad had some. My dad had some big fucking buckles.
Yep.
Parents, why does my child have issues with me? The child remembers his fucking Vietnam War camp childhood.
I remember once I was in trouble, and my mum tried to give me a spoonful for a pepper, and instead of eating the pepper, I just blew it back in her face.
Did she beat you with the spoon afterwards?
No, but like, I was like 4 at the time, and she's told me recently that she's like, I thought, fuck you, you little fucker. I wish I thought of that when I was a child.
Hit him with the more snot. So she was proud of you. She was proud you defied her, but she still fucking hated you for defying her.
She didn't like the fact that I outsmarted her and I defied her, but she thought, fucking, well done. Like, you know when you see somebody do something and you think, that's fucked, but well done, son.
You wanna know what I would have done? If you would have done that shit to me, I would have grabbed the whole pepper and just started chugging it down there.
I mean, pepper doesn't bother me. I like pepper. I'm literally someone, if I get a chicken schnitzel, I'll make the top of the chicken schnitzel black with pepper.
You suck. I bet you use trash ass pepper too, don't you? What pepper do you use? What's your source?
That depends.
Devil.
Are we talking about? Are we talking about the one from the restaurant? Or are we talking about like ones that I will buy?
That you would buy.
Whatever's at the store.
Yeah.
Black pepper.
Bitch. Is the Leviathan axe will be replaced by Mjolnir? I don't think it will. Unless I think maybe Atreus will get the Leviathan axe and maybe Kratos will get Mjolnir, but I don't think they'd like replace it like that. Damn, Zim, you want Kratos not only to have his skin covered in the ashes of his daughter and his wife, but also the ashes of his son?
No, his son's just another red mark.
Kratos
I'm sure they'll be back to yelling at each other momentarily.
Kratos is Greek and Spartan. They did worse to the boys' ass back in the day. You know, can I just say, I almost love the fact that Atreus doesn't start shit with the blue one, because he knows damn well that if he did, the blue one would probably shove a fucking hammer up his ass, and Kratos would just watch. Kratos would like, he's like, Father, help me! And Kratos just be looking at him with that disappointed look on his face he has every second of every day. How powerful is regular Ragnarok characters? Potentially Uni, potentially Infinite Speed, or at least Light Speed.
You can argue, basically, like, most consistently, massively faster than light in uni, but some of the characters can get to like low multi and infinite.
Where do I go?
Brace yourself, boy. Nah. I mean, Zim, on that note, that's pretty much how it goes in Yugaria. A bunch of old people wondering why their sons don't visit them. And have you told how douchebags they were in their childhood? Zim, do you know what the size of a plank is? No, but I think Neo mentioned it's like the smallest fucking possible thing. Like, it's like even smaller than subatomic and like molecular and shit. Listen. If you do your job as a parent right, you're stern, but if you're not a total asshole, your child will come to respect you and like you regardless of what shit you do to them. Unless you're like, you know... Unless you decide your child, you know, should go through the passion every time he fucks up the fucking kitchen. Kratos into that Ginussy? Oh, don't do that. Don't just add Ussy to the end of words. That's just gross.
Cringe. I found it.
Whatever.
Dude, holy shit. Every time I hear him say whatever, I almost want to, like, fucking just become Kratos and backhand him the way Dante and fucking Virgil backhanded Nero. Hell, I remember this old lady in the pharmacy was complaining why her daughter won't come visit her and take care of her, and then I was told that she tied her daughter as a child to a guard dog that would constantly bite her if she got out of her house.
I can't learn if you won't teach me.
You do not heed my lessons.
What the fuck?
I've done everything you asked. And all I wanted was the truth.
Yeah, fuck
Give me
that.
your fire.
How far would Dracula on his various reincarnations of Castlevania get in DMC?
Consequences to killing
Not
the
sure.
father. You use the blades to kill one.
One boy? I use the
How many
blade.
did you kill? Before Magnum. How many?
You know,
Do you hear me?
I heard you, and these are not subjects for discussion.
Kratos, just get them hands out. Just get them hands out. Show him what Zeus got.
Amir, guess what? I know everything I need to know now. I have nothing else to learn.
Ah, congratulations.
That's not something Atreus deserves. Look, the problem is that it is Kratos' fault the kids like this to some extent. But I don't think kids should get a pass for being little fucking shits. I'm sorry, like, maybe that's controversial, but I don't think children deserve a pass just because they're children. Dude, I've heard some fucked up stories about what children can do. I don't think they should get passes for everything they do.
This'll be easy. We're done.
I'm just gonna say that one. There are some horror stories with kids, and I'm just saying, man. People like complain about juvie. No, keep it. Some of these kids. He should force the boy to go through good old Spartan training. Kratos needs to train. Kratos needs to train Atreus as a Spartan warrior, not a Legolas archer ass. VSB thinks Record of Ragnarok characters are at least only planet level because of Shiva being able to destroy the whole planet. Yeah, but VSBs, they're for the most part down players. But ironically enough, people still complain about them highballing.
Have you considered a tactical retreat?
Good work, Devil. You know, good work, Devil. It's a fire monster, so go ahead and use your fire weapons on them. Children are evil. Lord of Flies is a lowball what children can do. Zim, we had a literal child murderer here that poisoned her own sister because their parents would constantly make her take care of her sisters because of allowing her to go play with her friends. That's what I'm saying, man. That shit, like, I get it, kids might not know better, but dude, there's something wrong. Look, either mankind is inherently evil, or some of these kids, man, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying all kids, but man, some of these kids got some horror stories there, you know? Like, you know, I'm not saying every kid's a problem, but if I see a kid grabbing an ant and slowly ripping off its legs and shit, I think there's something going on here. I think Record of Ragnarok cosmology God of War 4 is the same. Yeah, for the most part, they have similar cosmologies. Listen, I'm just saying, nature versus nurture, man. Nature versus nurture, that's a really good discussion. And I'm just saying, you know, there's a reason it's still a debate, that's all I'm saying.
Be warned. The tunnels I'm seeing in the walls up here show signs of recent dragon activity.
We already killed that dragon.
Oh, did you then? Well, how'd that go?
I actually appreciate that Amir, like, tells them right away. Wouldn't Atreus be mature enough to know that he doesn't really that power of the gods yet? No, Atreus is like Atreus is like, what, 11 years old in this game? Atreus is easily above the stage of reasoning. I saw a kid with his dad's shotgun pointing at people in the neighborhood when they pass by. Dude, kids will do whatever you fucking tell them. Like, they're, like, I understand they're young and they might not fully understand, but dude, like, if you tell a kid unironically, hey, here's a gun, shoot anyone who comes by, they'll do it. Like, they won't even think about it. Wow, Devil, your plan didn't work. Kids are moldable? I don't know how fair... Again, nature versus nurture is a strong subject. How much of that is...
All I'm gonna say is that maybe people should pay more attention to Sundowner.
His dad was at work? Like, his dad could have told him, hey, you know, like, you know... Dude, there's this story in real life. It's a really fucked up story of a girl staying with a babysitter. The babysitter, I think, drugs the girl and ties her up in the basement. And when she tortures the girl, it's like a teenager being tortured. This is a really fucked up story. In order to torture the teenager, what she does is she gets the neighborhood kids and tells them, do whatever you want to her. Dude, no. No, dude, kids are not. Dude, kids are, they don't fucking care. They have no empathy. At best, they have no empathy. That's the best. Why'd you do that? Why didn't you just pick it up without the fucking flame, like, energy there?
It wouldn't let me.
Fair enough. Jay, his dog was at work. I literally saw an article of a couple of kids pouring super glue to an innocent dog and was saved by an animal daycare. The poor dog was afraid for humans for years. Dude, kids are cruel, Jack. No, like, dude, like... That's why when, like, you ever hear parents say, like, there's no way my child would lie? Yes, there fucking is. Are both Shiva and Raiden weakest characters in Record of Ragnarok? No, currently right now, Thor would be. Or maybe Hercules? I don't know. I think Thor's the weakest one currently.
Or potentially Poseidon.
I don't know. Poseidon's got some pretty good statements now, you know.
No, he doesn't.
He's got great statements, you know.
No, he doesn't.
He's got great statements.
No, he doesn't.
He does. Can
Fucking doesn't.
Shiva and Raiden scale Zeus and Hades? Shiva maybe. Raiden I'm not too sure on. Well, I guess they scale each other, yeah. His dad beat his ass so bad, I heard it siren in the street, lol. Look, listen, all I'm saying is that, you know, if you don't fucking get kids in line and don't teach them shit, keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying.
What does this say?
It says, don't wake him. Whatever. We've killed everything else in this mountain. Who else wants a taste?
Thanks, Atreus. What the hell are you fighting? Why do the minor fucking enemies have, like, actual Actually, no, you fought this guy, like, what, several times already? God of War is the only game I know that was praised as Game of the Year and recycled the same enemies over and over again without even trying to hide it.
Are you sure about that?
What do you mean, Devil?
Wasn't Last of Us one?
But Last of Us 1, that's because you're fighting a specific parasite infection. That's a little different. Atreus only being this be cocky because Kratos is here?
Oh, damn, thanks for manhandle today. Fucking hell.
Did you die?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You were.
And didn't.
I just watched a white girl saying she's black on American TV. Whack. Last of Us 2 is woke sellout. We're just referring to the enemies here. We're not really talking about like the actual like connotations there.
What does this say?
It says, don't wake him. Whatever.
Can I just say I'm actually surprised Atreus fucking like he actually read it without saying shit that time. Well, I know it's crazy. I saw Spot Kagi talk shit on Twitter about parents who discipline their children by spanking them who do terrible shit. If Atreus actually finds monsters by himself, he'd eventually be scared shitless. Listen. I am 14 Deal is the best example of recycled masterpiece. Oh, Left 4 Dead? No, Left 4 Dead wasn't recycling. Like, again, so there's a difference between recycling and, like, lore reasons for why there's not more shit. A zombie apocalypse having the same zombies is not the same thing as, like, fucking God of War having the same boss over and over again. This is what I'm going to say. In recent years, it has become very frowned upon to use the belt. But I know a lot of people who have, like, better character and better restraint as a result of the belt being used. Myself included.
Yeah, you know what works just as well? Like, I shit you not. This works just as well as the belt, and the parent can get multiple hits in, like a fucking combo. If you ever see a parent hold a fly swatter, fucking run. It's like a fucking combo.
You know what? You know what? Fine. Listen, we're done with the belt. My mom uses the sandal anyways. It has greater reach, and it comes back like a boomerang if she throws it hard enough. The chancla, if you will. A legendary weapon of great power. With the chancla, there is no range too great. But every God of War has done that? No! The God of War games had different bosses to some extent. This one has literally the exact same one, except for maybe the Valkyries.
The Valkyries are...
Yeah,
they're okay.
Well, I was gonna say, like, because God of War 3 had different bosses, God of War 2 had different bosses, God of War 1 had different bosses. Dude, God of War 1 having the Hydra as the first boss, and the final boss being Ares... Any other boss in there already gives them almost as much bosses, not more than fucking God of War this one. What the fuck did Trace just do?
Woke it the fuck up.
Devil! Quick, use your sandal! Both Jack the Ripper and Hercules at least scale to Zeus and raw strength. Base Zeus, yes. Unless we get better statements going forward, because there's an official translation going on. Listen, man. Listen. That little shit. Dude, like, Atreus literally ran to this thing and was like, I'm a god! I'm gonna fight you! Oh no, Dad! Please come help me! And then fucking, like, Kratos is just like, shit. Where's Ares to make me kill this one? I admit they did use the belt on me, but to be honest, what my attitude wasn't actually wasn't mad punishment, but the realization of what I was doing overall, different ways to raise children, dude. Oh my God, War turned the axe into a slipper. Yes. Did Shiva lose to Zeus, right? Yeah, Shiva does not kill Zeus. Or at least not in his base form. No, like, again, there are different parenting ways to do it, and I don't agree with the belt all the time. I'm just saying if you believe the belt should never be used, and that should never be done, I'm just saying, maybe there are certain scenarios where that might be prudent. Devil, what the fuck are you doing? No, because, like, when my dad hit me with the belt, what I learned, well, I just kind of learned naturally not to be a little shit. The belt did hurt, but, like, I was just crying the entire time. I didn't really get a lesson out of it. They should have made it that Chris help. Dude, there's a bunch of shitheads that deserve to get the belt, but they get none, dude. Listen, I'm just going to point out that these days, my mother tossed her slipper on the second floor window to hit me, and it did. Listen, dude, if your mom's throwing the chancla, there's no escape. You could get in a car and drive away, and somewhere in the universe, a chancla's coming for you. There's no escape. It has already come after you. You're going to get that chancla at some point. Devil, were you okay?
Nah, not okay.
I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, wow. So, I guess we know who'd win between Iron Man and Kratos then, because, you know, Devil just keeps losing the fucking arc reactor. What?
This is an arc reactor that actually has protection built around it.
It has failure-seeking GPS. Have you considered hitting it outside of its armor?
Yeah.
What's the point of blocking if it doesn't do shit? This little brat needs to get smacked by the Blade of Olympus.
There we go.
Oh, the golden fish returns to the skin? Oh, yeah. No, that's definitely one of the things. I don't know if you guys experience this, but whenever I see kids get away with shit that I knew would give me the belt, I'd be like, if that was me, I'd be crying on my way home because my dad's gonna put me into the fucking washing room and just go to town with the belt.
I will admit this now. I saw a kid being an absolute shit in a supermarket once, just running away from the parent and running up and down the aisles. I may or may not have fucking leg sweeped and kicked the cunt in the leg, and he went sliding.
Obviously.
The parent didn't even tell me off. Just gave me an approving nod.
Listen, obviously that didn't happen. That isn't a legend. That is just something that may or may not have happened that has never been proven. I would like to see Kratos use the Blade of Olympus as his main weapon. You can mod that actually, but yeah. It'd be nice if we got the Blade of Olympus back. Dude, I will say sometimes I do feel bad for kids because I work at a supermarket as a cashier, and sometimes the kid will be bawling his eyes out when the fucking parent starts telling him shit. And I'm just there thinking like, and the parent will look at me like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, I know what that kid's about to go through, and I'm just like, damn. Almost makes me feel bad for the fucker. That's how something Grad Death from the Boondocks would do. You want good boss design? Devil's literally beating this boss by hiding behind the fucking wall. Okay, so Devil, how are you actually supposed to fight this guy?
One good boss design, just, you know, copy and paste the same troll over and over again, just change his color.
The leg sweeping thing that Kyle did? Alright, no, I agree. I agree.
This is supposed to actually block the attack. We also have to use the walls and all that shit that's in here.
I see.
Which is stupid, I agree. Oh, I could have also just dropped those on him.
You sound so disappointed. Do you have the Ice Beam runic skill? I thought Zip was playing this game at the start of the stream. Jeremy, I believe the stream is called God of War Stream with Devil. I'm usually typing during these streams. I'm on page 120 of my novel, so we're really close to being done. Just another 60 or so pages. If he says whatever one more time, I'm going to lose it.
Yes, it's on over here.
Devil, can you try and make it to the top before, like, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Alright, because I was gonna say, like, yeah. Bro, those parents can't count on you to do the dirty work. They have to solve their own shit. But as always, if you told them what they were doing wrong, they'll go nuts on you and try to stab you. Max Ice Beam Runic skill to melt the rock golems. I just don't think Devil has it right now. Did I ever tell you guys about the time a kid took a piss in our store, and the parent lied to me about what the kid actually did?
Say it again.
So there was a child. I guess the doctors made him take water pills, or I think they're called salt pills, which basically just make you pee a lot. And the kid was peeing in the middle of my in front of my cash register, like a foot or two away. Like he didn't have his pants down. He was just peeing his pants, right? And the mom's like, "Oh no, it's just water," because I couldn't see at the time. But like the kid looks all ashamed of himself, and the mom's just scurrying him away. And I look down at the liquid. It's all clear, and I'm just like, "That's probably urine." and I'm a cashier. That is not my job to clean that up. We're gonna call somebody else to do that. But so she tells us all it's water and shit. And then later on, like I think an hour later, one of the customers who was there calls the store, and I'm like, "Oh, hello, this is a blank blank so and so store." And she's like, "Hey, I just wanted to call to let you know that child earlier peed his pants. The mother was lying to you."
I didn't know you'd be coming through here.
And I'm just like, "Oh, well, thank you, ma'am. Don't worry. We handled the procedure properly." Still, though, like, did you guys witness a child fall in the second with no injury? Children are superhuman for the most part. They can take a lot of pain and durability. Can Thor scale the Zeus? At this moment, no. Oh, Trace, are you sure you don't want to talk shit? Sounds like the murder was real Karen. Do you need to have physics breaking abilities or weapons to go against a high frequency blade? It's that OP. No, you just need to be able to cut on the molecular level or so. Oh, well, actually, no, the high frequency blade cuts on the plank level. Now, that one doesn't make sense at all. Currently, only a few people scale the Zeus. Like, it's even debatable to some extent whether or not Poseidon scales to Zeus.
Shit.
Here in Latin, the mothers straight up don't care. They only scream to their child 2x7 as they are constantly watching their phone. With mothers like those, they are non-existent fathers. Well, you know. What is the scaling to what the HF blade can cut through? I know weakens molecular bonds, but there's a limit to it. According to a statement from the doctor, it cuts at the plank level. So it can basically cut through anything.
What the fuck?
Nick scales to Zeus because freaking Zeus does not even want to anger her. When did Nick show up? Is that the new chapter?
Didn't even know new chapter is out. Is the new chapter out?
Well, that's what I'm asking, because I don't remember Nick showing up at any point. No, not to my knowledge. She's just mentioned. If Yugi
She?
was, what?
Is she?
Well, I guess I have to find. I guess I have to find out, Kyle. Hi, bro. How we can get Zeus's armor? We are at the very early portions of the game. I do not think we're getting Zeus's armor. anytime
This is
soon.
armor in the Niflheim realm.
Alright, apparently Zeus's armor is in the Misselheim realm. But obviously it can't because it struggles with other enhancements, i.e. Armstrong Muramasa. Actually, no. So basically, what you would argue, as stupid as this sounds, is not that the blade can't cut, is not that the blade doesn't cut the plank level. You just argue everyone who can clash with the blade can resist it. So when Armstrong resists being cut by the blade, that means his nanomachines can resist cuts on the plank level. That means any slicing on the molecular level would do fuck all to Armstrong. Technically. Dude, hell, I think I recently checked the maternity census, and 3 of each 5 women here that are on motherhood are single mothers. You just being like, bro, my state is ruined.
Come on, you two. The silence is getting unnerving.
Don't worry about it. We're focusing.
Yui can scale the Jaden, can scale the U-Bell 12D feet. Also, how's the science getting unnerving? Like, they've literally, like, this hasn't been going on all along.
Nearly there now.
Finally.
Well, it'd be considered plank low resistance. It just means that you wouldn't be. It just means that if someone could call on the molecular level, that wouldn't cut you.
Room.
Is this something supposed to happen? Oh, that's actually a nice water reflection. Joke's on you. Yugara's fertility rate is as ruined as Amber Heard's career. Dude, she got 3 movies after the events of fucking, after the fucking trial. That's bullshit. Oh, that's fucked. Why are Metal Gears made with that material? We don't know. Devil, hurry. Wait, Devil, you just had to hit the 4 spots it shows on the fucking road.
I know.
Wow.
It was fighting me.
Come on. We made it.
Alright, son. You stay here because you were a little shit.
Beautiful, isn't it? Why, I remember once. Brother, look out!
Miss me.
Did Devil get the grip? He did not.
Cross the bridge.
No! I'm a god too! I can do this! Get off him!
Baldur, best character in the game.
Baldur, let him go. Take me instead. I'll do whatever you got.
All this time I thought I needed you. You're just moves. Turns out the boy is the brain.
Kratos like far like so I'm gonna hurt some rocks. I love the fact that Kratos is the one who fucks up here. Give him those hands, Baldur. The chat Baldur versus the Virgin Kratos.
Oh! You broke the gate! That was our only way to Jotunheim!
Kratos like, boy, shut the fuck up.
Stupid son of a bitch.
Can we just say that Kratos just beats the shit out of Baldur pretty easily? Like, I don't even know if Baldur really scales. I mean,
Once Kratos goes all out.
It's a situation. It's. Let's go ahead, Devil.
I'll say once Kratos goes all out now. He stops holding back.
I was gonna say, is it just the fact of like his immortality fucking carries him?
No, it is, because the second Kratos gets serious. Also, I love Atreus here just shoots Kratos. No, like the second Kratos gets serious, Baldur gets fucked.
Yep.
Your father is right, boy. You are
Especially once Spartan Rage gets activated.
Would you be so kind as to hold this for me? Thank you.
Atreus!
Like, that's the weird thing about Baldur is that, like, he's only really a threat because fucking, like, he can just survive. It's not really that he's, like, I mean, he can match Kratos, but in every cutscene they fight, when Kratos gets serious, he, like, breaks Baldur. What's wrong, Atreus? What's wrong, Atreus? Aren't you supposed to be a god? Kratos, dude.
Away from my son!
Baldur being based in mean, like, technically, Baldur does scale, but it's like, you know damn well if that immortality wasn't there, this motherfucker would have been dead after the first fight. Look at the way he throws his punches. Good lord. Baldur, are you sure you're telegraphing your attacks enough? Look at the way he throws punches while he's on Kratos. It's like he's fucking slapping him. Baldur be hating that trauma.
I will break you.
Hey, so have you noticed he barely does any damage to Kratos? Like, his punches are, like, Devil's been, like, hit by weaker minions who have done way more damage to him.
Yep.
No, the fucked up part too is that when Kratos fucking slapped around Baldur right now, he was stabbed by Baldur and everything. He's not even doing that.
Though. Look, we're breaking its back with each punch.
No, like seriously, he is doing damage. He's just doing so little damage. I'm just gonna say God of War 3 Kratos will not be having this shit. Doesn't help that his domain is light, not fighting. Baldur's, that doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, he's still a god who's fighting. How to get a dragon? Good question. Come on, Kratos, get that God of War 3 energy in you. Could you run any slower? Post team was 5 Dante versus true form Pennywise? I don't know where Pennywise scales. You already know God of War 3 Kratos would stab Baldur with the Blade of Olympus?
The bridge. Hey, I asked you a question. It's locked in. And when the bridge opens, the full weight of Asgard will come crashing down on you. It's over.
Is it? So be it. No! Listen to me!
Let me out!
Let go of it now or I will kill him. You know I will.
Wow, Kratos so fast. True form Pennywise should be high universal since he goes to the Dark Tower.
What did you do?
Say whatever now, boy. Say it. I don't understand why Baldur doesn't feel pain and yet he can still be tossed around like that, you know? You'd think a person who doesn't feel pain would have a really different fighting style.
Boy,
I'm here.
stay still.
Alright.
You will listen to me and not speak a word. I am your father, and you, boy, are not yourself. You are too quick to temper. You are rash, insubordinate, and out of control. This will not stand. You will honor your mother and abandon this path you have chosen. It is not too late.
Why doesn't Kratos rip his head off?
This discussion is far from over.
Well, Baldur can still hit him.
I'm here because of you, boy. Never forget that.
Oh, sheesh. It reminds me of someone. I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds a little familiar. Kratos. Look. Kratos was never this bad to his father. Yeah, for not feeling pain. Yeah, exactly. Baldur fights like he feels pain. He doesn't keep fighting through it. Because technically, if you don't feel pain, you would not be knocking your head back and stopping your attack. You would keep fighting even if your head gets crushed in. You don't feel pain. That was one of the problems I always had with Baldur. They didn't really... Like, Baldur should be fighting like a fucking headless chicken, if we're being honest. Alright, so we should probably call it there for a day since I do have to go to work. I was going to end the stream half an hour earlier, but I want Devil to at least get through to this portion of the game before we called it.
Yep.
Yeah, so go ahead and save Devil. Zoro versus Kenpachi equal stats. I think that was asked on before. No, he did to Apollo, yes, but Apollo couldn't fight back by that point. By the time Apollo and fucking Kratos, like, by the time Kratos got to Apollo was basically dead. Okay, layers him. Alright, can't feel pain, but that doesn't save you from death. So technically he's immortal, or I think he's invulnerable specifically. He's not direct. He can't feel pain, but he's also invulnerable. He's got both. Yeah, he was not that bad as his father. If you don't suplex him and destroy his face with millions of punches, you ain't his son. Well, alright. Deadpool's the one flying like he doesn't feel pain. Exactly. Well, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next